Welcome back to Let's Keep It Real. I am back with another video for you all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on those post notifications, and everything that we discuss is allegedly, and it is strictly for entertainment purposes. So I did watch CJ's latest upload where he went out to California and he said he's seen all the comments and everything, and he's getting out of the house. And y'all, he said he has a key point that people need to understand. And that is hang around good people and you will become a good person. And so when I heard that, I said, what? Hang around good people and you will become a good person? What, the child, you was around Royalty for what, 9 years? 9 years you was around her. And she is good people, but you didn't turn out to be a good person. You're still the same low life that you was when you was living in Gary, trying to come up by, beating women out of money and getting them to pay for this. And, Nike had even paid for you for a couple of sessions and everything, but she tricked you by, allegedly getting pregnant by you. But hang around good people and you'll become a good person. That don't even make good sense, because at the time, we all thought that D-Lo was a good person, and that didn't rub off on you. You still the same old CJ, all about self, so I'm really trying to figure this out, and then you was hanging around G, and you said that he was good people, but guess what? It didn't rub off on you. And then you said that Roa was, he was a good person. It was your dog, basically, paraphrasing, and we all found out that wasn't the case. And, you said Lexi's this beautiful person, and, you always giving her all of these shout outs, and she gives her own self shout outs. But again, we know that ain't true. She's not a good person. And based on what you said, she's a good person. You still ain't a good person. So y'all feel me, y'all? I'm really trying to make sense of what he was saying when he was trying to give somebody some advice in this shoe store in LA. He really thought he was just going in by so-called having a moment and breaking it down to people and talking about a book that he wrote. I'm like, did he say a book that he wrote? I want to make sure. Child, what have you done? What have you done lately? What have you done for me lately? So I was just sitting there listening and thinking in my head all the people that he's been around. Your grandmother, hang around good people and you will become a good person. You is the most low down, trifling, ornery individual that I have ever seen to grace the screens, honey. Here, ain't nothing about you sacred, good, peaceful, joyful, blessing. Nothing about CJ says that he is a good person, well, because he gives people gifts and he wants to be acknowledged for it in front of the individual, and he wants people to say, hey, I did this, or hey, I did that. That's not being a good person, And then also he made a comment or the statement that, he worked hard for 8 years so he can sit back and relax now. You worked hard for 8 years. Last time I checked, all you did was hold the camera and, talk SHIT behind the camera and, occasionally put the camera in front of you, but you had it focused on Royalty's kids. So how did you work hard for 8 years? Well, they worked hard for 8 years to get So Cool, the page CJ So Cool to where it was, and then of course, once they walked out the door, went the views, so y'all, everything he was saying was cap. He's a capper. Everything he was saying was cap. I was like, child, CJ, for real, you really need to quit it with the nonsense, because I didn't find no authenticity in none that he said. I went back and, I was thinking about the people that has, come through his life or passed through his life along his journey. And I'm just like, I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing that he said that was truthful. Hang around good people and you will become a good person. Child, ever since Royalty left with the kids, your life has went downhill. So I'm trying to figure out, what is he talking about? He had somebody good. He had good people in his life, and he didn't turn out to be a good person. And, all these other people that's been in his life that he claims are good people, he did say good D-Lo was a good person. And what else? He said that Lexi was, and her mom, paraphrasing in so many words, he said those things, and he's still not a good person. So, honey, you cannot sit there and give no advice on nobody, because your closet is filthy and dirty and trifling, and it needs to be cleaned out, baby. It needs to be cleaned out, because, baby, that is just rotten to the core. He just rotten to the core. And y'all, was it the camera, or I mean, he looked different now. And furthermore, he don't need to be getting on there trying to educate nobody on nothing, because he don't know nothing. He's just like a little boy wandering out there in the woods, child, y'all. He don't know nothing. He can't teach nobody nothing. He needs to just sit down and shut his mouth up and try to get some knowledge. Try to get a mentor that's going to teach him something. Because as far as I'm concerned, he can't even teach a dog how to roll over, okay? He can't even teach a dog how to do that. The dog can do that on his own. But yeah, like I said, guys, child, there's nothing there that he can teach or tell anybody or give any advice to anybody, because it ain't there within him. He ain't learned nothing from this entire journey yet. He ain't learned nothing. And at this point, I think he too old to learn. It's over with. He ain't about nothing. But let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you all soon with another video.